How's it going, everybody? MyCupOfTea here, back in a reaction video, and we're here to watch a video from Degenerocity. Yay, yay. Now, I have no idea what this video could be about, but it looks very, very interesting because I see the cover, the thumbnail, and I know what this thumbnail is. Well, I know what the thumbnail was before he added whatever this person is. But today we're going to be watching The Beauty of Revenge. Now, I think he's going to be talking about the feud between Kendrick and Drake, which I was very, very heavily invested in the last couple of weeks. There's also another feud I've been invested in as well, kind of, on the reaction side of things. I think finally ended like a couple days ago. But it's just so crazy how 2024 has been. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy year. But let me shut up because it's going to be a long video, looks like. So let's just go right into it. Let's just jump in. All right, here we go. 13th November 1003. All right, let's get it. I don't know what this date is.
On this day, then King of England, Ethelred, ordered the death of
Villain Saga
that lived on English land. It is unknown exactly how many had lost their lives that day, but among the people who had perished was Genhild, the sister of Sweyn Forkbeard. And this dude was not someone to be stepped on. Bro was a Viking warrior. He pressed his dad so bad, his dad fled to Germany. And he basically, at the time, just helped another dude take over Norway. Not the best person to have a bad relationship with. So when he heard his sister got clipped by the king, he did not take it lightly. In retaliation to this, he and his crew went on a pillaging spree, attacking with no mercy, making the locals submit to him, pressing the king more than ever. Eventually, he makes it to London, where the king at, and Forkbeard looking for all the smoke. But the king is like, nah, I'm not going out like this, and brings out Thorkel. Yeah, the dude from Vinland Saga.
Really?
He exists. Him and Thorkel like this, and brings out Thorkel.
He actually exists? That's crazy. That's actually crazy. I didn't think he actually exists.
Yeah, the dude from Vinland Saga. He exists. Him and Thorkel put up a decent fight, but it wasn't good enough. With the willpower of dead sister on his side, Forkbeard's drive towards vengeance was just too strong.
Let's go.
The Danes win the battle. Ethelred and his family is exiled, and Forkbeard becomes the new king of England. For about 3 weeks, then he fell off his horse and died. Or something. But for those 3 weeks, when he successfully avenged his sister's death, I bet it felt euphoric. Oh my God. In life,
I am a component of revenge stories. I like revenge stories. I love them. I love them. Sometimes the revenge stories, they be like, those characters be like, hey, don't do revenge. Revenge is wrong. It won't serve anything. Nah, bump all of that. It depends on what this person did to you for your revenge. If you did some heinous stuff, nah, go all in. Get your revenge. Don't back out at the last second. Kill that person if you need to. Don't back out at the last second after that, nah.
I bet it felt euphoric.
Skadoosh.
In life, we're taught two things. Never use the holes you find in bathrooms. And that forgiveness is a major key to finding happiness. I mean, why else is there so many stories with there are no winners in revenge and you will get nothing out of it as their message? Being the bigger person and moving on from whatever or whoever caused your past problem. And that's a very noble thing to do, don't get me wrong. But sometimes it's just not it.
That's what I'm saying.
Revenge is the end.
That's what I'm saying.
There are some cases that require you to throw hands. If somebody spit on you, throw hands. If somebody step on your shoes, throw hands. If somebody shove you and your phone battery falls out in front of all the hoes, air the bitch out. Revenge is...
I don't know about that part. I was gonna push back.
Isn't always a bad thing. But it's not always necessary. I mean, sure, there are those few cases where someone cuts you off at the freeway. Am I really going to get my revenge by cutting them off?
Nah.
Am I that petty?
Oh, okay. All right, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
In the highway. The hoes are there too. There's also large cases where someone shaboogles your entire family. And clan, everybody dead. You think I would want to resolve it in a one-on-one discussion?
Nah. No talking here.
Nuts are being
Nuts.
Indian burns will be
not
delivered.
The burns.
That's the way it is. And that's cool. You are simply treating that person the way they treated you. I hate how since we were young, that it had been bad for us to fight back. Like how at school, a dude could take your lunch money, take your phone, take your swag, take your dignity. And the moment you fight back and the teacher catches on, y'all both the bad guys.
That was stupid too. It didn't happen to me. I kept it myself, or like I didn't get into trouble in school. But I'm like, wait. So if I were to fight back, like if someone hit me, and I was a fight back to defend myself, I'm getting punished as well. That doesn't make any sense. School be stupid sometimes.
And y'all both get suspended the same amount of days. And the cherry on top, after it's all said and done,
Yeah, they want
the
you to be friends,
administrator
make up.
makes you both, you and Dragon Breath, apologize to each other.
I'm not doing that. Jesus
What do you
Christ.
mean? You did nothing wrong. All you did was retaliate to them being a jerk. Yet the school wants you guys to make up like it's Barney? Nah, between both of y'all, the beef is for life. Even if you see them 20 years from now at a Walmart, it's on site. In fact, what you did was a reasonable
Walmart
response.
debate.
That's not fighting bad, so... You ever thought about joining a club? Bitch, is an after-school club gonna give me my lunch money back? No. So the only other sense of satisfaction I can get is by being
That's
there.
a scary movie, right?
And people
That's
like
a scary
them
movie.
need it as a learning lesson, so they don't become those super annoying adults that go up to you while you walking your dog and start petting them like, who are you? And it's not too harsh for you. Some people say success is the best revenge. And whoever came up with that was spitting the truth.
Yeah,
But only if my op is failing. If they're winning while I'm winning, then I'm not really winning. I'm still losing. For me to feel like I'm winning, my wins gotta be astronomically higher than theirs. Oh, you just got accepted to Harvard? Well, I'm president. And I just signed a bill forcing you to pay 100% income
president.
tax every year. And if you don't, it's life in prison.
Dang.
It feels good to win. You see how beneficial revenge can be to the human spirit? It can uplift, it can enlighten, but more importantly, it's fun. And it's equally as fun to spectate. There's nothing more entertaining than people settling their beefs by publicly trying to embarrass each other. That
Yeah, in the past, I used to, why am I pausing so much? In the past, I would watch like these videos like when a cocky fighter or when a fighter gets a revenge and like something like revenge, whatever, in the UFC. I'm like, yep. This feels good, you know. They be trying to like mean mug somebody in the press conference, like push them, and the guy got pushed. Like, all right, I'll remember that. He remembers that, and he goes to whoop that guy's butt.
That is why rap beef
I'm gonna
is
pause
some
for
of
a
the
minute.
best stuff that we
The
turn
rap
into
beef.
our amusement, spawning some of the most intense rivalries in history. You thought North and South Korea were on bad terms? You weren't there for Shakespeare versus Marlowe, bro. Because
I
in
was
hip-hop,
not.
they don't do no petty shit like threatening nuclear war. They write each other poems. Very mean ones. These
Very
are
mean
diss tracks,
ones.
and rappers do it all the time.
This
In fact,
was no
musicians
poem.
in
That one was
general
not a
do this
poem.
lot. Dissing their opposition or competition in their
Tyler,
own song.
the creator.
And diss tracks could be about anybody. Sometimes it could be about a basketball player you just hate to see play.
Yep.
I get it. Sometimes it could be diss tracks against your own band members, and you guys perform it live
That's
without
crazy.
them knowing it's about them. There is no holding back
Look.
for a diss track, and that's why I love them. There's a sort of competitiveness to
Mm-hmm.
it. However, most of the time when it doesn't end with someone getting canceled or dead, most of the time the beefs usually have anticlimactic endings. Like an artist starting a beef by releasing a diss track against someone, and the other person either ignores it or releases something else that is just not even worth the buzz. Example, that Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion beef.
I didn't
that lasted
go
like
into
3
that one.
days.
I didn't
Megan
look
dropping
into that
his,
one.
obliterating Nicki with that Megan's Law line alone. Then Nicki goes on Instagram.
What did I say? I heard about this, but I didn't look into it that much because I didn't really care.
Dropping his, obliterating Nicki with that Megan's Law line alone.
Federal law that requires the release of real information. I see.
Then Nicki goes on Instagram Live talking nonsense, then releases her diss track against Megan, Bigfoot. And I'm gonna lie, this was pretty good. I love the way the diss track sounds
I'm
like
gonna
the
lie.
first draft.
I'm gonna
I love
lie,
how she
it's
sounds
pretty
like
good.
she's brainstorming comebacks to say on the track itself. I love how this sounds like a demo. I love how none of the diss lyrics hit. Greatest diss ever, 10 out of 10. Maybe you
Greatest
have to
diss
drop
ever.
a track in the response. Cause why would you even need to respond to this, bro? In my opinion, Nicki already lost when she married this dude. And public interest for the beef
That's
just
crazy,
ended like
married
that.
one like-
Not
that's-
too
that's
climactic
crazy.
of an ending. But wait, in interviews about her own diss track, Megan says this.
Now, I haven't heard the record yet. Are you saying names?
I'm saying a hit dog on holler. That's it.
God damn. So it's multiple people.
Yeah, whoever feel it.
So she's dissing someone else too. And when
Okay.
looking into the lyrics, she's dissing another man a lot.
Oh.
And the man I believe she's dissing is known.
Wait, yeah, I saw
dissing
BBL.
another man a lot. And the man I believe she's
Oh,
dissing
shoot.
is known for getting BBLs.
BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy.
You see,
It is good to be in the same squad with you as well.
I was like, that ain't Helldivers. What is this? What happened? I think it all started in April. It all started with Like That. He's gonna mention. I mean, y'all let him mention it. I'm not gonna talk about it. He's gonna mention it. But if you don't know about the beef that like basically like shocked the hip hop community between Kendrick and Drake, it was great. It was a great time. Not great for Drake, but great for everybody else. That was a good moment of history right there. Now, I did not expect the beef to go in that direction. I wanted like a competitive friendliness beef. It did not go like that. It did not go like that in the slightest. It started like it a little bit, and then I'm like, oh, we're saying some crazy things right now. I'm scared. I'm scared. Back a little bit, and we're back.
You see, I've been hating on Drake a lot in the past, but I feel like most of it was unwarranted. Like my Certified Boy Lover vid, I listened to like
I didn't watch
4
that video,
or 5
but
songs on that album.
That album wasn't it.
That's it.
That album wasn't it.
Alright.
It wasn't good. It wasn't that good.
I just wanted to hate. Do I regret my actions?
No.
No, but
Yeah,
the opinions of that video came from an unreliable source, being me. And I've learned from that. Now for this video, I did my extensive research, so I can hate more after. If you've been anywhere on the internet within the past,
go ahead,
you might have seen people discussing the feud between one of the greatest rappers, lyricists, poets, scientists,
Don't say.
Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, you did.
And a Canadian. Nah, but for real,
And a
these
Canadian.
two are the biggest rappers in the world.
They are.
Right now. Well, outside of Miles, of course. You
That is
also
a
might
men-
have
I need
heard
to
that
mention
they
him.
aren't the best of friends with each other, and that's what I'm here for today. I know, everyone has probably already heard every opinion that someone could have on this topic, because literally this has been the only thing that's been on my FYP for the past like 2 weeks. I'm
Yep,
pretty late to the
yep.
party. My bad. My
It's all
ass thought
goody.
another diss track was gonna come, but at this point, it's over. I've been waiting for this day.
He about to
I gotta
hate.
I gotta hold it in. I'll wait till the end.
He about to
'Cause
release
I wanted
all the
to
hate.
go through the entire timeline of these two dudes' relationship.
Oh, really? Okay.
Sneak disses and their beef throughout the years. And the timeline starts at 2011 when
Drake is
Take
known for
Care
sneak
was
dissing.
released. 13 years. 13
Favorite album, my favorite Drake album of all time.
years
Okay.
this timeline goes back to. From 2011 all the way to right now.
Dang.
The first time the two collabed together was for Drake's song Buried
I know
Alive
about this
Interlude.
beef.
The year
I know how it
after,
started,
Lamar
I
was an
think.
opening act during Drake's and A$AP Rocky's Club Paradise tour. That same year, they had 2 more songs together, A$AP Rocky's Problems and Kendrick's Poetic Justice. From an outside perspective,
Both great songs. The Effing Problems was a legendary collab. I think it was 2 Chainz. It was 2 Chainz, Drake, Kendrick, Travis Scott. No, A$AP Rocky. I think it's A$AP Rocky too. I think I'm missing somebody else. Who am I missing? I'm missing somebody else. Dang it. I'm sorry.
based on
And
the
the Poetic
amount of
Justice, I love
collabs
that
these two were
song,
doing,
too.
these guys seem like the goodest of buddies. Until they weren't. Kendrick dropped his verse on Big
Yeah,
Sean's
and it all
Control,
started with
basically
this.
saying, I want to murder all of you. Love you though. Drake took this the wrong way and thought it was a genuine attack. Then he seemingly sneak disses Kendrick on the track The Language from Nothing Was the Same. Although Birdman, Drake's dad at the time, said the diss wasn't
Drake's
towards
dad.
Lamar, Kendrick knew what was up. He then proceeded to diss Drake for real in his iconic Bet 2013 Cypher, which dropped the next month.
Yeah, I'll get some more context on it. When Drake heard the Control verse, because Kendrick he name dropped people he want to like basically beat in a, like a lyrical battle. Like I want to murder. I love all you guys. I'm trying to murder you guys. Make sure your co-artist never heard of you guys. He was just talking like just doing like that competitiveness. He didn't mean it like I hate you guys. But Drake was the only person that took it like, oh, he doesn't like me. I feel offended. He was the only person that caught feelings from that, and that started everything. That started this whole domino effect for like almost, like 13 years, right? Yeah, 13 years.
There were a few other suspects real in his iconic Bet 2013 Cypher, which dropped the next month. There were a few other suspected sneak disses here and there, but in November of 2014, during a Days Digital interview, Kendrick was finally asked about the beef between him and Drake, and Kendrick's like, oh, nah, we cool. Huh? Well,
No,
alright, I guess if Kendrick says they're good, then they must be good. The beef is over. Way to go,
Yay.
guys. I guess love conquers all after all. Yeah. Conquers
That's
all
it?
after all.
That Meek Mill?
Yeah.
Stop comparing Drake to me too. He don't write his own raps. That's why he ain't tweet my album because the ghostwriting allegations yet, or the ghostwriting thing that he mentioned, Meek Mill mentioned.
C-tier rapper Meek Mill claims that Drake
C-tier.
got ghostwriters, and he don't write his own stuff. Called him out for being a
you fell from
phony.
greatness.
By the way, the ghostwriter in question was Quentin Miller, and his side of the story makes me sad a little bit, but it's too off track. Now, how does this correlate to Kendrick and them beef? Well, because a few months earlier, Kendrick dropped To Pimp a Butterfly, and on the track King Kunta, Kendrick disses rappers that use ghostwriters. Now, some might say this may be a coincidence. Except it ain't. Because Drake dropped his best project. If you're reading this, it's too late.
He likes that one the best.
Sneak
All right,
dissing
go
a
ahead,
whole bunch of people, including Mia Khalifa. Not even lying. And out of those people, Sneak dissing a
See, I don't be paying attention to bars like that. I don't know.
whole bunch of people,
Again, my favorite is Take Care. His is this one. All right, go
including
ahead,
Mia
go ahead.
Khalifa. Not even lying.
What did he say? No, I need to. I'm sorry. I'm still investing in this beef. So what did he say? It's 6 p.m. New York. Ain't no Khalifa. Bitch, out to my messages like we have words and stories about my life. Hit the net like a bad serve. Oh, maybe he's probably talking about me and Khalifa hitting his message or his line. I see.
And out of those people, of course, K-Dot was one of them. Probably, maybe. It's speculation. Sneak dissing is not concrete evidence, man. But I guess Kendrick took it personally, because he proceeds to sneak diss Drake for the next 8 years? Dang,
8 years?
Kendrick must be overly dedicated.
This guy got jokes.
Fuck y'all too, lame man. Okay, I know I haven't made it to the modern day yet, but if you listen back to what he's released during this time, a lot of song lyrics can be interpreted as him.
Stop playing with me before I turn you to a song. Stop playing with me before I turn you to a song. Ooh. Oh, you important? You the most of the story? You endorsing? I don't even like you. That has to be Drake. I don't even want your congratulations. That's such Drake's song. That's a Drake song. A good song too. Congratulations. Okay, recognize your false confidence and calculated promises.
Him dissing Drake. And yeah, some might think, bro, not everything a Drake
I don't think
diss.
everything.
He most likely don't like a few other rappers in the industry neither. And that would be true if it was, but it ain't. The hard part for it is definitely about Drake. I remember people back then were saying, oh, it's about Big Sean. Remember Control? He's dissing Big Sean. Really? Really? Look at these lyrics, bro. Look.
Well, look, I'm sorry. This is so much I gotta pause. I'm reading everything. Don't tell a lie on me. I'm gonna tell the truth about you. That was in Euphoria. Wait, what? My fans can't wait. My fans can't wait for me to sun your punk ass and crush your whole little shit. I'll big pun your punk ass. You scared little bitch. Took a ton around my name. Probably bitch. You lame. And when I get it at you, homie, don't. That's okay. That's probably directed at Drake. I don't know what. This is a Euphoria one? Or did he mention this earlier in his songs? Kendrick did.
Look, bro has a vendetta against Drake, and he wasn't afraid of him to know it. Drake also, during this period of time, has a few speculated sneak disses, but Drake was mostly busy with someone else during this time. He had other problems to deal with.
Yeah.
Drake,
Pusha
For
T.
All the Dogs, First Person Shooter, Jake.
I like For All the Dogs projects. I know some people don't. I liked it. I like the R&B sections of it. First Person Shooter, I guess, started. It was a catalyst for everything, and like that, she's gonna
he casually drops a verse about the big three, saying
everything.
him, Drake, and Kendrick were it. I don't know where Naruto fits in this, but one of y'all gotta bounce. This line, that wasn't even a diss. It's more of an appreciation than anything to Kendrick. But this verse, at the time, was unknowingly the start of the calm before the earthquake.
Yeah.
Because Kendrick responded to it, and he did not agree.
If you don't know what the verse,
In Albion.
If you don't know what the verse was because you haven't heard the song, the part that started everything was, I think Cole said, me, Aubrey, and K-Dot or Kendrick, we the big three, like we something some T or whatever. I can't remember the entire song, but that started everything into what Degenerocity is about to get into after that break. 2024 and Kanji? I don't know.
Future and Metro Boomin dropped their album We Don't Trust You, which was basically a diss album towards Drake. No filter, no sneak dissing. They made it well aware that is about him. They even had some big names on there like Travis, Cardi, The Weeknd, and Rick Ross, I guess. But the one who stole the show is easy. Kendrick.
What up, Reddit?
He did not pull his punches. Bro was dissing circles around both Drake and Cole. His wordplay was crazy. Say it's a lot of goofies with a check, did not help Cole or Drake in the slightest that this song got mad popular on TikTok, getting it to #1 on the Billboard. Drake was getting pressed. But before he could retaliate, J. Cole came to his rescue. Damn, his dick sucked.
Oh, okay, Jesus. Okay, so let me fill you in again in case you don't know about the Like That song. So what Kendrick said that started everything was the infamous "fuck the big three." Man, fuck the big three, and it's just big me. That started everything. Because he said, I don't want to be part of the big three, I am the big three. You know, nothing too crazy. He's just saying, hey, I ain't trying to be part of it, I'm trying to be the number one. That's it. That's all he said. I mean, that's not all he said. He also dissed Drake later on in the song as well. But that was the main thing that started everything, kind of.
Bro was talking some nonsense to his rescue. Damn, his diss sucked. Bro was talking some nonsense that I don't even think he believed himself. Saying Kendrick fell off.
Okay, yeah, he's kind of going crazy at that part, yeah.
But said To Pimp a Butterfly was boring? This guy criticizing niggas for being boring? He averaging one hard verse every 30 months or something. Nigga, you too. Like,
hold on now, wait a minute now. Cole on his feature run. You remember his feature run back in 2023? He was going crazy. I feel like people have said that Cole has some boring songs or projects, a couple. So I'm like, I don't know if you're going to play that card, Cole. But I was like, you know what? We're going to slide past that. I still like the song that he removes off the mixtape. Might delete this later thing.
All right, I don't want to trash on him no more like that. Because 2 days later, after releasing his diss track, bro apologized for it.
How many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest motherfuckers to ever
Yeah, at the time I didn't like this apology. I'm like, what are you doing?
For this, and it do look bad for him or anybody to diss someone just to backtrack immediately.
It does, but
I think it's a sign of maturity. Cole didn't want to make the diss in the first place, but with this pressure from fans and media, he probably felt like he had to. J. Cole seems like the guy who don't want beef with no one. He a neutral soul. He's the Sweden of rap.
I just want to hear like a competitive battle between Kendrick and J. Cole. Nothing, you know, going crazy. Just attacking each other a little bit. Don't have to go personal. That's what I wanted to hear. That's what I was ready for. And then he backed out. I'm like, how could you? Boo. I didn't like that. And then later on in the diss between Kendrick and Drake, I'm like, okay, you know what? It's a good thing he backed out now. And
I honestly have nothing but respect for him for that. Remember when I said Cole backtracking showed his maturity? Yeah, Drake don't really know what that word means. Because on April 19th, 2 weeks later, Drake responds back with push-ups. Drake's comeback to Like That. The cover making fun of Kendrick's shoe size. The title making fun of this video of Kendrick, I think. Okay. And honestly, on release, I didn't think it was that bad. You bite your tongue. Let me specify. Only on release. I know. Me defending a Drake diss track against my GOAT Kendrick that I accidentally fall on my head? Well, not recently, but let me speak. There are some lines in the track that made me think, okay, he low-key slid on that. Combined with his flow sounding strong and kind of hard with an infectious beat with some decent one-liners, like, bro, I won't lie. This was kind of a catchy track. Do I think it's better than Like That? Hell no! Like That is a great song. But if there were no other diss tracks released,
I like Kendrick's part. I don't like Future Like That.
I honestly think Drake wouldn't get that much dirt thrown at him. Like That is the better and more popular song. But let's be honest, it's not like Kendrick said anything too crazy.
Yeah, they didn't say
other than an extravagant way of saying F you. This diss track alone wouldn't hurt Drake's career. That's the job for the ones after. But yeah, Drake could have easily came back from this if he ain't dropped another diss track.
A 2-pack of ass.
I see. At the time, I know I said I was gonna pause. At the time, I thought, you know, I didn't think that diss track, the Taylor made one, was like anything great. I'm like, you know what? It's okay. You're just trying to egg him on. Looking back on it, I'm like, okay, I don't know. That was a move, Drake.
Yeah, the AI one. Taylor-made freestyle.
The AI
the second diss track Drake released on the same day. Well, it was leaked first, but most likely on purpose, just so Drake could see the opinions of his fans, thinking, do they like this? And when he saw a majority of his fans liked it, he drops the tape on the same day. But that's just my theory. I low-key don't even want to break this track down. It's just dumb. Like, people low-key think that Drake was playing a mind game with this AI diss track. Like, Kendrick is hearing his idols talking about him, criticizing him.
Yeah, he had an AI Snoop Dogg and Tupac on it.
How is this like psychologically threatening to Kendrick at all? There's also Snoop Dogg's AI voice in the diss track. Now, I don't know how to feel about Snoop Dogg letting this happen. Maybe he's smart. Maybe he heard Drake's idea. He's like, dang, that sound ass. Go for it. Drake shot himself in the foot with this track. And he has the nerve to try to press Kendrick, like saying, oh, you ain't gonna drop nothing. You don't want to take the spotlight from Mommy Taylor, do you? So you're not gonna do anything. So go ahead. I know you won't say something. Go ahead. Say something. Days pass by, and there's no tracks. Till the very last day of the month. On a Tuesday morning, I open up IG, I see a post. And I get morning wood instantly. It's happening.
It is happening. April 30th, where it all started.
Kendrick responded with his track, Euphoria. When I heard the opening to this track, I thought this dude was gonna diss Drake in a calmly whispering manner to death. And I was all here for it. And then the beat
What is the brains?
I was like, What? Bro, this song and diss track is amazing. It's better than any diss track that Drake has ever released. One thing that I love about Kendrick, he's the real deal, lyrical, spiritual, miracle master. Dude is destroying Drake on this hard beat, saying disses that even Gumball himself couldn't think of. Like, some of these lyrics be crazy.
Yeah, no, I when I first heard it, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not catching everything he's saying. I have to listen to like multiple reactors to break it down for me, because I'm like, yeah, I can't break down stuff. I don't break down songs. I break down anime stuff. I try to break down anime songs. Like the hip hop stuff, when they be talking like that, I'm like, yeah, I don't know everything about their lives. My brain don't work like that. I need people to break it down for me. It was great.
Disses that even Gumball himself couldn't think of. Like, some of these lyrics be crazy. He exposing Drake send a cease and desist over the song Like That, and that he's Canadian. This guy is exposing Drake for everything. And when he's not exposing him, he's making fun of him. He dissing the way he talks, the way he walks, the way he says the N-word. Yet Drake fans still trying to hate, like, well,
yeah, they were trying to hate.
Like, shut your bitch ass. And in the record, Kendrick also says, you don't want to respond back, bro. You don't want this smoke. Implying that he got more things to...
Okay, well, to be fair, both sides were hating a lot. Like, when Drake dropped Push Ups, the fans of Kendrick were like, or the over fans, like the crazy fans of Kendrick, like, you know, that song ain't even that great. It ain't even nothing. Like, that's way better as a diss track. I'm like, what do you mean? No, it's not. Kendrick didn't say that much to Drake. It's not a... You can say it's a better song, but not a better diss track. I'm not gonna give you that. But yeah, but then when Kendrick dropped Euphoria, you had the Drake, I'll say Glazers saying, oh, this song ain't that bad. It's trash. It's not better than Push Ups. And I'm like, what do you mean again? Like, what do you mean? It's okay to... I know Drake's your favorite artist, but it's okay to say he lost to Euphoria. It's okay.
Expose him for. And we do see that later. And everyone loved it. We were like, dang, Kendrick really did his thing. He don't even gotta do nothing else.
Damn, get off that nigga dick.
And then he drops another one. May 3rd, 9 a.m. 16 in LA drops. There's so many hidden meanings to the title and cover of this track, but those are not too important. Well, the cover is, but I'll get to that later. The important stuff are the lyrics. Short answer, Kendrick is basically saying, yo, your friends, they ain't your friends. In fact, they working for me. Huh? He also mentions hiding behind Twitter bots, which is actually true. On some Twitter polls, Drake would get an overwhelming amount of votes and weird quote tweets defending him. It's obviously bots though. Like, look at this.
I don't be on Twitter like that. I don't be on Twitter like that. I didn't even know.
Same time, Drake might not even be behind this. It could just be a crazed fan making a bunch of bots try to
Something's going crazy on with him. Something crazy is going on with DJ Academics. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into it.
But overall, this track was a continuation of Euphoria, saying he got ears on the street and Drake should be worried. The cover alone was a warning, but we all know Drake.
Yeah, he warned Drake, hey, let's keep it friendly. It's a friendly competition. Don't go crazy, or else I'm gonna have to go crazy myself. If you don't tell no lies on me, I won't tell truths about you. I don't think that's exactly how it was worded, but try to warn Drake.
Always tries to have the last laugh. Drake drops Family Matters the same night as 616, and it was basically a diss towards everybody that took shots at him. He took shots at A$AP Rocky, who dissed him in Show of Hands on We Don't Trust You Too, which that album wasn't as hard, but A$AP's song was a highlight. This is The Weeknd too, because he's still butthurt he didn't sign to his OVO label. That doesn't give any of their artists any long-term success or promotion, because Drake signed a label that doesn't give any of their artists any long-term
Drake. Okay, I know Party Next Door. I heard a bunch of Jordan. I know Roy Woods a little bit. Okay, R&B. I heard his songs. I heard DVS and songs. I don't know who that is. Baka Not Nice. Pop Can, I feel like I heard a little bit. Smiley is that, huh? Yeah. Let me sure. I don't know who that is. Four Bats is the one that blew up last year with like he looks like a menacing guy. He had like his people outside with the microphone, like, oh, he about to drop a hard verse. This man started singing with a nice voice, like, hold on, wait a minute, this is a huge curveball. I didn't expect this. So I know some of them, but like, are they popular now? No. Were they ever popular? Maybe Party Next Door, but everybody else, not really. No.
Term success or promotion, because Drake signs these people not to help their career but to use them for his own music. But that's just a theory. Dissed his own crew because apparently he didn't trust them neither. Even J. Cole caught a stray. Like, I thought
J. Cole caught numerous strays.
Damn, neither of them like you. And of course throwing shots at Kendrick. Now there are a few claims on here that stand out, saying that Kendrick was responsible for Tupac's family's estate taking down the AI diss track, which thank God. Also claiming he was a wife beater. Now this was news to me. So on May 3rd, 2014, Kendrick performed at the Hard Rock Hotel in Vegas for a rehab event. There's like no articles from that time talking about this incident, but I think a security guard accused Kendrick of beating up a woman during an after party. Bro, I could barely find any security guard rehab event. There's like no articles from that time talking about this incident, but I think
both Facebook posts basically debunking everything. Yeah, I think I tried to look this up too, but I couldn't find anything. I'm like, did Kendrick really beat up his wife? Yeah, so again, I don't know if this is all true or not from this source, but hey, I just don't know.
Kendrick of beating up a woman during an after party. Bro, I could barely find any evidence of this concert even happening, let alone any evidence of accusations from any supposed victim. This just seemed like a story I'd see on Media Takeout. There's nothing supporting this. Then he lies again with a claim that Dave Free, former Top Dog Entertainment president and Kendrick's childhood friend, was the father of Kendrick's kid because he left a heart under a pic of Kendrick's wife and kid's post, and also she don't follow Kendrick on Insta. Bro is reaching for the stars for this. How does one come to this conclusion? He also says that Kendrick hasn't gotten married yet because he knows what type of woman he likes, implying he's a if it ain't snowing, I ain't going kind of guy. Which I guess would make sense for Kendrick's character, but nah, for real, it's just dumb. Drake comes again with another doodle pile of a track. And the thing is, the track sounds hard. The beat and flow are cool, but if you actually listen to what he's saying about Kendrick, he's speaking nonsense.
Yeah, like, I thought he was gonna make a diss track about Kendrick and Family Matters. But he keeps dissing everybody else. I'm like, no. Focus on Kendrick. What are you doing? This is not how you win a battle. Like, it sounds great. It sounds like a good song. But as a diss track, especially towards Kendrick, it is not that good. It is not that good at all.
There's like no actual substance to the lyrics. The only line that I think is kinda good is, you write about F the big three. It's only Big D. And it's video proof. But yeah, this track is worse than Push-Ups, but better than the AI diss track, I would say. Drake fans went crazy over this. They're like, oh my God,
yeah, they went crazy,
this is so
all right.
good. Kendrick hits woman and Mother's Day is around the corner.
I was driving home in the car when I heard this.
They succeeded. They won the beef. They felt pure joy. For about 10 seconds. Because 45 minutes later, Drake's murder is made public.
No living
Bruh, I was driving home from like when I was helping my friends out with something. I think it was a Wednesday or Thursday. No, it was a Wednesday. Wednesday or Thursday. I was driving home at night. It was like 12 something in the morning. Listen to the song in my car. I'm like, oh, okay, song's pretty cool. Okay. I'm about to look at it again when I get upstairs to my place. I park my car. I get upstairs. I'm like, all right, cool. I gotta make something to eat because I'm hungry. I check YouTube again. Like 20 minutes later, all of a sudden I see Kendrick Lamar meet the Grands. I'm like, huh? Oh, I'm looking at my phone now. I'm like, huh? Is this real? Huh? Wait, what? Didn't Drake just drop a track? Did he just drop a track after Drake just did? What just happened? And I heard that, I'm like, oh, no, this is bad. This is bad. Oh, no. I'm like, oh, no.
Because 45 minutes later,
Drake's
murder is made public.
This is not a song I've listened to. This is a one-time only song.
Kendrick drops Meet the Grams
One-time listen only
after
song.
Family Matters. And on this track, Kendrick bodies Drake in supervillain levels of ways.
Body is an understatement.
The beat of this track even sounds like a supervillain's theme music. And this eerie piano loop is playing while Kendrick is calmly rapping over and lyrically dissecting and breaking down this man's horrible alleged things he's done. Starting the track with a letter to Adonis,
I hope it's
his
not
son,
real.
telling his own son that he's a horrible father. He let T.I.'s homie piss on his leg in 2010, and that he could be his new mentor since his own dad ain't teaching him squat. Oh my God! Imagine someone telling this to your son in a song. Even if I was a deadbeat
That's just the
dad,
first part
I
of the
wouldn't let
song.
anyone else know. That's crazy. Also saying don't pay to play with them Brazilians, get a gym membership, which references Drake's supposed BBL. Most people don't know where Drake's BBL accusation comes from. Let me explain. Back in 2016, when Joe Budden and Drake were beefing, Joe Budden accused Drake of removing fat from his stomach to get abs. This type of surgery is called abdominal etching, which is fake abs. And there were some photos from back then that people found sus. The BBL part of it is just a funny joke, because usually when you get a BBL, the doctors usually remove the fat from the stomach to put it in the butt. But they're really accusing him for having fake abs. In the second verse, he starts writing a letter.
Having fake abs is crazy. Like you can work for that. Just do some sit-ups. Like Kendrick says, do some sit-ups, some push-ups.
But they're really accusing him for having fake abs. In the second verse, he starts writing a letter to his mom and pops. This dude getting personal, telling them he's a sick man.
This second verse, I was like, the first was like, oh, okay, this is getting kind of spooky. The second verse, I was like, oh no, what?
Sick thoughts, and he should be in a cell with Harvey Weinstein, which no one would want to be in. The biggest accusation of all being he and his crew are predators.
Yeah.
That's what got people talking the most. And he's been accused of this many times in the past, and some of his homies too. This was all public information. Alleged public information. I ain't trying to get sued. Further digging on this accusation, saying, I've been in this industry 12 years. I'm gonna tell y'all one secret. It's some weird going on, and some of these artists be here to police it. They be streamlining victims all inside of their home and calling them tender, then leak videos of themselves to further push their agendas. I've seen a lot of celebrity and political news throughout the years. If this info is true, I'm sadly wouldn't be surprised by it. These are like already crazy accusations.
Very crazy.
And remember, Kendrick is telling all this to his mom. Then the very next verse, he dedicates it to Drake's daughter? What? All right, when I heard this, I went to researching, analyzing this verse immediately. Hours upon hours of searching, trying to find out what this verse really meant.
He put a mole out there or whatever.
3 hours of this research, I was convinced Drake had not a daughter, but a son. Another one. I was geeking when I found this info. I thought I had Pusha T this level of evidence. But I'ma save you the internet detective journey and say everything I found was most likely lies. All those hours digging down the toilet. I've even seen some popular TikToks talking about it. I'm not gonna go in depth with what I found. All I'm gonna say is papi chulo. I don't know
what that means, but yeah, I think Drake said he made like fake lies, whatever. He had a fake daughter, which I'm like, that's kind of weird. You did that, but whatever.
I think the verse implies he has more illegitimate children, though. I mean, we do know he be messing around a lot, so it wouldn't be too out there.
Probably does.
And the final verse being the nail in the coffin, Kendrick basically saying, you did this to yourself. You called out my fam, so I had to stoop even lower. From the start, he been telling him, don't tell no lie on me, and I won't tell truths about you. Ending the track with, F a rap battle, this a life battle with yourself. Wow.
That your live part towards the end, I'm like, oh, man, that's powerful right there. Crazy, man. It was
this
crazy.
Is the type of diss track you can't come back from. You would just have to lay down and reflect on your life's actions. Every line in this track is just aimed directly at Drake's soul. Each shot as destroying as the next, making me think this is one of the best diss tracks of all time. Hell, it's even on par with Fleetwood Mac's. Everybody was going crazy over this, saying it's over for Drake. Bro finna disappear and start a new life at the Turks. But before that, little did we know, Kendrick was not done playing with his carcass.
He said what? He thought it was over? Nah.
He drops another one.
I want to tell you my secret now. I see dead people.
Was it on that beat? Nope.
Not Like Us, Kendrick's fourth diss track, drops the next day out of nowhere. People already thought he won with Meet the Grams, but dropping this was like Kendrick showing up at Drake's funeral and blowing up the casket just to make sure he
crazy.
Because this track is a bop. He don't even expose nothing crazy on this track that he hasn't already said before.
Which I like this because when I was very invested into this beef, I always read the comments of like certain reactions or like songs, whatever, or polls that be popping up in my feed, and people would be saying that like the Drake like stands, I guess, I don't know. They'd be like, oh well, this song it's not even that listenable, you know, it doesn't even sound that good, you know. This will never get played in the club, and then you get Not Like Us. I'm like, no, that's getting played everywhere. It is getting played in all the clubs, not all the clubs. It's getting played in like a lot of clubs, and I'm like, there he goes. He can make a hit. He's making hits. He's lyrical. He's making hits. He can make comedy stuff too. This Kendrick, he's just moving y'all wrong with 3 songs right there. 4 songs. My fault. 4 songs. I forgot about 16 or 616.
Bro just clowning them in the catchiest way possible. Got everyone in the world yelling, "Oh-be-ho!" Catchy one-liners and saying Drake a weirdo. This might be the greatest song of all time. And one of the smartest choices Kendrick did for this during this entire beef was making both this song and Meet the Grams copyright free. So the popularity of this track was inevitable. A mainstream sounding Kendrick song that is free to use in any aspect?
Yeah, all the reaction people that got no sleep because they were dropping in back to back to back, they were able to like upload their videos without facing copyright stuff, which I'm like, hey, good for you guys. Good for that.
Everyone gonna take advantage of that. You hear it on YouTube, at clubs, you hear it watching the NBA, you hear and see LeBron partying to this song. That's how you know it's fire. It was over. Even if the accusations of Drake aren't true, having a song hit #1 in the world that is
crazy.
an anthem about you being a predator
Spotify
will
records
forever
too.
leave a stain on your legacy, no matter who you are. Drake never gonna escape this, no matter how hard he tries. But even after all this, Drake does try to. And his response to these tracks are just tragic.
I'm like, Drake, you have to say something, like, because he hasn't said anything since the Family Matters tracks, which dropped before Meet the Grams, which was the serious accusation started. So I'm like, Drake, you gotta say this isn't true or something. Like this PDF angle that Kendrick said or accusation he accused you of. Yeah, you gotta say something. Cause this is serious. Like this is a serious thing. And then he came out with Heart 6 after Not Like Us, and I was like, that's it? That's your response? Okay.
We gotta definitely write.
Was it Heart 6 or Heart 5?
We do not diddle kids. Do not diddle kids. It's no good diddling kids.
Drake drops his response to Heart Part 6. And
Part 6, yeah.
Dude was playing defense the whole track, basically saying, if I did it, where the evidence? That don't count. Even bringing up Millie Bobby Brown, which I'm still shocked he even brought her up. Like, why? Nobody said her name.
No one did.
You bringing her up makes you look more suspicious. He also accuses Kendrick of being when he was young because of his track Mother I Sober. And on the track, Kendrick talks about the traumas it could have on someone. Not only is dumb and horrible.
Oh, hold on. Alright, I don't know when it started messing up. Turns out my charger wasn't fully plugged in, which is why I'm getting my computer fixed later. But I think we're good now. I see it's being charged. Let me just double check again that it's being charged. Yep, okay, it's being charged. I don't know when it happened, so let's just start it from here.
Name, bro. You bringing her up makes you look more suspicious. He also accuses Kendrick of being when he was young because of his track Mother I Sober. And on the track, Kendrick talks about the traumas it could have on someone. Not only is dumb and horrible, because the track Drake is referring to is not about Kendrick, but Kendrick's mother, who had suffered from Kendrick's own cousin when she was younger, which I guess flew over Drake's head. Plus, even if it was true, which it's not, what kind of diss is that? You were molested. Like, what that's horrible. And the final thing that really fumbled Drake was when he was like, bro, I got no daughter. Your moles all work for me, and they gave you that info to make you look dumb. You hired his mole just to tell him that? What a waste. That's not the gotcha you thought it was. The line aged even worse with time because a few days later, the Riddler drops an expose of all the items shown
I saw
on
that
the cover
one.
of Meet the Grams,
Yeah.
blatantly exposing that what Drake said was a lie. And let me explain this vid real quick because I feel like most people don't even understand what they're looking at. So let me explain real quick. Most of the items are what I assume are Drake's clothes, jewelry store receipts. I cannot pronounce the word jewelry.
This is jewelry.
But the
This
main
is jewelry,
thing I
think.
noticed was the box of Ozempic prescribed to Drake. Now, what is Ozempic? It's a medicine to treat adults with type 2 diabetes. And when I found this out, I swear to God, my naive ass thought, yo, Drake got diabetes? This is the tabloid of the century. Why no one else
Drake
talking
got
about it?
diabetes?
Come to realize people also use it to lose weight, although it's strongly not recommended to. Many people would rather take the risk of getting thyroid cancer to keep the slim, thick build, especially Drake. The Mo also shows prescribed Adderall and Zolpidem, which is a medicine for helping you sleep. It's also sometimes used as a date drug, which
didn't know that.
Which is a medicine for helping you sleep. It's also sometimes used as a date.
That's wild. Okay.
Drug, which I know some people would want me to point out, but I honestly think he's actually using it to fall asleep.
Yeah,
not gonna lie, because I would lose
I hope
sleep
so.
too if I had an audition like this. Also, the tweet the Mo posted was attached with security cam footage of Drake, his security guard, and that dude from that DJ Khaled meme.
I don't know who
What the
that
hell
is.
is he doing here? And the Mo says on the tweet, Drake and academics got until May 13th to drop all claims that Kendrick stole or legal action will come. And as of recording this a day later of the date, the Mo has posted moving footage of the CCTV confirming that they do got actual evidence that can support whatever he was doing this day. Making all of us wonder, what did Drake and Baby Stroller Guy do on this day? And why is it important?
Yeah, why is it important?
Oh, I've seen many things in my life. I've seen kangaroos versus man, kangaroos versus car, kangaroos versus kangaroos.
Kangaroos, yep.
I like kangaroos. But out of all the crazy things I've seen, Kendrick and Drake's rap beef is one of the craziest and most entertaining thing I've seen.
I will definitely agree.
Time. Kendrick is just winning that life while Drake is posting these memes on his Instagram story, acting like, oh, I'm gonna press the wet button. Bro, it's over.
I'm gonna press the wet button.
Fan bases participating and trying to take the other one down, especially on Twitter, to the point that people were bringing up old.
I don't touch Twitter at all. Twitter is not a real place. I tell myself Twitter is not a real place. People just wild over there. Yeah, people trying to bring up what Metro said like way in the past.
Old Metro booming tweets making Metro
it's just crazy how the link to fans go.
Some of these tweets are wild, but he was like 16 to 21 when he tweeted these, and I'm not the type to bash someone for old tweets. I've said some bad things and jokes too in my past that sometimes still be haunting me. People try digging for other tweets from anybody who was related to the beef, like Drake and Kendrick, but Drake ain't really have anything, and Kendrick's old tweets were just like, I'm about to go to Best Buy.
Yeah,
so
Kendrick just living his best life.
The only tweets to come out of this beef that stood out to me were the Ruby Rose ones, who's not even a part.
I don't even know what Ruby Rose has to do in this beef.
To come out of this beef that stood out to me were the Ruby Rose ones, who's not even a part of this, but some of these old tweets do make some rappers look concerning.
Well, because there are rumors about you and various famous men. Travis Scott.
When I was younger. Oh wait, actually I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do this game.
2014. Travis Scott. No, I was younger. Oh, there's Ruby Rose now. Wait, hold on. Okay, 2014. Is he gonna mention it? Hold on, wait. I'm looking this up. Wait a minute. I mean, that might not be too bad unless Travis Scott has talked. I'm not gonna get into it. This was in 2014. This post. Okay, so that's 10 years ago. He was 16. Let's move on. I'm not even gonna try to Wait. Huh? No. Keep it moving. Nope. Keep it moving. Me and Touch about history. 13. She'd be like 15. Got right to fly out to Cali to watch my boo play Coach Charlers. Yes. Sometimes you have to lie about your age when it comes to. Oh, it's getting Cal Williams 2024. Cal Williams said this 2024. People getting exposed. Whoa. Game just instant DM me. Is this not the DMs? What? What is that? Yeah, no, she's like 16, yeah. 16, 15, 16.
You're a victim. Kendrick Lamar and Drake's beef,
I shouldn't laugh at that, but that's super hot fire.
One of the most iconic things to happen in hip-hop history.
Yep.
The sheer number of diss tracks dropping from both sides, the years of build-up this had, it's like nothing I've seen before in this genre. This is why rap is my favorite genre. You can't find this kind of entertainment nowhere else. And it feels even better when the side you've been rooting on from the start wins. I feel like I've talked about everything I was itching to say about this topic.
Meanwhile, J. Cole is living his best life.
One more thing to mention. If this beef taught me anything, I learned this. No matter what you do, no matter how hard it gets, never stop hating. Never stop hating. Even if it looks like they're winning. Even when you're on the losing end of the stick, that doesn't mean you're incompetent. That just means you're not hating enough.
Let the hate go stronger.
Even if they did nothing wrong to you, you hate them for a reason, right? So keep hating. Always be a hater. When you eventually get your dub, you will experience what the beauty of revenge truly means. And in conclusion, Kendrick won.
I heard this song too. This Drake song. Our videos, bro. A lot of research they be doing.
Hey, you know they got your mans. They got your mans on sex assault charges. Yeah, the nigga you.
That's what I mentioned. Yeah, I didn't want to mention, but yeah, academics. Not looking good for him either. One of the biggest Drake fans, stands, whatever you want to call him, of all time. This 2024 was we're not even halfway done with 2024. This was a crazy. It has been crazy. People getting exposed left and right. The Drake and Kendrick beef will go down in history as one of the craziest beefs of all time. No one, I promise you, no one thought it would end up like this. No one thought it would end up like this. Like, this is like a beef that we always wanted to see. Like, these two go at it. Just, lyrically, just like, just each other for a little bit. Nothing too crazy. It's what I always wanted. Either Drake versus Kendrick or Kendrick versus J. Cole or J. Cole. Like, anyone from that three right there go against each other. And now we know, don't mess with the boogeyman Kendrick. When Kendrick says don't take it there, you do not take it there. Don't cross the line. We stay away from the line. We do not cross the line. We stay behind the line. The line's here. We are behind it, not across. Behind the line. Do not pass the line. I want to watch another video, but I don't know if my computer's gonna mess up again like it did last time, or the charger's not gonna work like last time. So I think we should just end it here for today. But this was a lot of fun. I did not think the majority of the video was gonna be about the Kendrick versus Drake beef, which I'm happy with. I mean, I'm still invested into that beef. I'm not like gonna be checking like their Twitters and Instagrams. I'm not that invested, but when they make songs, I'm a hop in. Meanwhile, J. Cole, I think his album's coming out, The Fall Off, which I'm still looking forward to. Like when when J. Cole backed out of the beef before we knew how crazy it's gonna get. Again, I was disappointed, but I wasn't like, oh, I'm never gonna listen to J. Cole again. I wasn't like those people, because those people are insane. I'm like, guys, it's not that serious, okay? Yeah, he backed out, but I'm not gonna stop listening to him. Like when the Fallout comes out or his new album comes out, I'm gonna listen to it. I'm still gonna be hyped for it, but I'm not gonna just be like, oh no, I can't trust him anymore. He got my trust. Boo, J. Cole, boo. Nah, it's not that serious. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's gonna be kind of difficult to listen to Drake nowadays, especially, well, if this is all true, which again, it's all allegations. If this is true, It's gonna be hard to listen to Drake. I don't know if I can listen to Drake. Let's hope in June, which is my birthday month. Let's hope June nothing crazy happens, you know. I just want to have a great month in June. That's the gaming month. That's when like games come out or we know about some games. I'm looking for the Summer Game Fest. I don't know why I mentioned the Summer Game Fest in this video. I'm just happy right now. But yeah, hopefully nothing crazy happens in June because April and May was crazy. Just all about beef. I mean, we're still got like a few more days in May left, but hopefully May ends peacefully now and we go into June where nothing crazy happens. I hope. That's gonna do it for this video. We're gonna get out of here. So hope you enjoyed my reaction and thank you for watching. My cup of tea is out of here. See you later. Man, the power of hatred. Listen, I believe that it's okay to hate sometimes, you know. I sometimes hate on my friends so I can keep them, you know, so I don't get too humble, you know. I gotta humble them. I don't want them to have a big ego, so I gotta hate sometimes, you know. It's out of love though. I hate out of love. The generosity is hating out of hate. I don't know.